trying to be a parent, but I gotta run an errand. I promise when I'm back, I'ma feed my kid a carrot. Damn, this stuff is tough, man, I thought it was inherent. I'm trying to be a parent, I'm trying to be a parent. Sometimes you gotta drink, cause that shit can be kinda stressful. Sometimes you hit the blunt, cause that green will help you rest, yo. You know your ass be slacking when you gotta look up things on YouTube. Like, bro, how you wipe your baby boo-boo? Now welcome to the podcast. Trying to parent and make moms laugh. Who you know got it like the King's family. Amanda and Sean is the name G. Yeah. Now welcome to the podcast. Trying to parent and make pops laugh. Who you know got it like the King's family. Amanda and Sean is the name G. Yeah.
Welcome.
Episode 39.
Welcome back. It is Sunday, August 13th. We're getting close to my birthday next March on the 13th.
We're getting close to it's my birthday month.
Guess we're also close to Amanda's birthday. Didn't you say it was somebody else's birthday? Is it Kat's birthday today?
No.
Or was that next week?
Today is Bethany's birthday.
Today is Bethany's birthday.
Kat's birthday is next Sunday.
Next Sunday, okay.
Yes.
Well, Kat, next Sunday.
It's not your day today. It's next Sunday.
You'll get nothing from me. Anyways, y'all, gonna have a guest today. Special guest. Mm-hmm. But first, we are going to get into everything that we normally do. And what we normally get into is... Let's get social! Let's get social! With social media. Let's get social.
Well, if this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at trying2parent. Also on YouTube because we're filming and hopefully some people are out there watching.
My mom likes to watch. She said that.
That is trying _2 parent. And also wherever you are listening to us, if you are, on Apple Podcast or Spotify, please, however you can, like us, follow, subscribe, give us a 5-star. Hopefully we are amusing and maybe informational sometimes.
And if you would like to support us in other ways while also supporting yourself,
yes,
head on over to our Linktree link and snag yourself one of our custom-made coloring books that we made, King Family Publishing. So go ahead, grab yours. Yours is out of shot there. Scoot it over in front of your face where the camera's at.
Sorry.
Fucking rookie. Haven't been doing this for 39 episodes. Anyways, whether your kids like dinosaurs, they like unicorns, they like princesses, multiracial, that type of stuff. We'll have some other stuff coming soon. Just been real busy lately. Anyways, multiple ways to support us while also getting a little something in return.
Yes.
And if you're going to be calling in, it's crazy. 360-450-5008. Nope, don't call. We'll be calling you. So that's how it works here. Don't want you to call me in the middle of the podcast and interrupt me. So it's been a jam-packed week. Had a lot of stuff going on. We got back from our national conference in Denver. Mm-hmm. First of all, Denver felt fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it was just so refreshing.
It's been hot as the devil's fucking balls here.
Yeah.
So
super hot.
Very nice to get away. And also reminded me, man, I really love Colorado. Very beautiful there. Mm-hmm. And if we were to live someplace else, I think that's a good potential place to live. Granted, at that point in time in our life, I'm hoping we would have a lot of money because shit ain't cheap there.
Yeah.
But
it was a little cold for the middle of summer.
No, it wasn't. Amanda is such a puss. Oh my God, a little cold. You heard complaining about how hot it was here. It's a little cold for the summer. Jesus Christ, pick your battles.
I wore a long sleeve shirt and it's the middle of August. But
she's also a pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to being cold, she's a puss. You would think your body would be running hotter because you're
it is
doing all this extra stuff for the baby.
It is.
So
wasn't enough.
Anyways, let's see what else we got. We saw a bunch of friends, a lot of people we met for the first time, a lot of people that we've seen again, and that was great. I mean, Granted, we've seen a lot more people being down here than we did in Washington, but because we're so far away, we can't just go and see friends, outside at the movies for dinner, whatever it may be. It was nice to see a bunch of people at once and soak up a bunch of love and just, have a good time.
Yep. I got some belly rubs, so
yes.
that was nice.
Some really incredible things are happening in our company right now, so very, very excited about that. Also, Japan is now less than a month away.
Holy cow.
So
we will
really
land.
excited.
We'll land the night of the 12th, even though I guess we.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
That's what I'm going to be saying after every meal that is brought to me in Japan. Oh, that's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, very excited about that. We're slowly still getting the details together for the baby shower.
Well,
It's kind of together, but we're still trying to finalize some stuff like potential games and other things that don't involve drinking. We're trying to figure out drinking.
Yeah, it looks like that might not be a thing. I'm trying to pick my battles, I guess.
Yeah, because why at our baby shower would we want drinking?
Obviously, we would.
Granted, Amanda won't be drinking, but doesn't mean she doesn't want anybody else to have fun.
Yeah, whatever else to have a good time.
So there's that. Stay tuned. Some
Call my mom.
somewhat annoying things that have gone on this week. Our water station actually we realized it's broken.
Yeah, Sean took the back off and tried to figure out where it was coming from and tighten some things up, and it was still just not
Just
fixed,
leaking.
just
So
going all over the
we
place.
just threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was $100.
Yeah.
It lasted us 6 months.
Yep. So
Ew.
I don't think it was made in China. What else? Our fridge, while we were gone.
The morning
Stop
after we left, it broke. The house dog sitter, that her and her son, she's like, yeah, I don't think the fridge is working. And then so I messaged the landlord right away Thursday morning, and I was like, hey, something's up with the fridge or the freezer. He went over there, opened it, took a video of him opening both doors, sent me the video of him with a thumbs up, like, everything's working. I don't know what you're talking about. And then
What?
yeah, I was like, did you feel
What?
it? Or did you look to see if the light was on? Because obviously it's not cold. So all of our stuff spoiled. She had to throw all of our food away. All the meat that was in the freezer got defrosted. Of course, all of our cream milk-based condiments are all in the trash now. Just
We forgot sour cream at the grocery store.
fuck.
Damn it.
So that was annoying, and I kind of sent a little jab because he said he was going to.
man.
Here's the deal, man.
He said he was going to come over on Friday. He didn't, so we
You just made us waste everything in our fridge because you didn't come over earlier.
yeah.
And you did come over, actually. You did come over, and you said it was okay.
Yeah. And she's like, well, he doesn't speak any English, and our pet sitter speaks zero Spanish. So obviously I'm the center of communication. I'm in we're in the conference all day. So I don't know. But he said he was going to come over 2 days in a row and didn't. And then he's like, well, the technician can come Sunday morning. I'm like, cool. This stuff has been warm since Thursday. So
Yeah. Frustrating.
thanks, bro.
Little frustrating.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to fly through some of this early stuff because we want to get our guest on and popping.
Sean has an appointment after this.
And I have an appointment. So we are going to read out of our book, Chapter 19. We're coming up on
Almost halfway.
week 20, which from what I've been told is halfway, right?
Yep.
Week 20?
That's correct.
So, sensory development, week 19. Your baby's senses are in full development now within the brain, which may also coincide with a growth spurt. So keep your eyes peeled for mom wiping food off of your plate. Never going to fucking happen. When you go to use the restroom. Also, she's the one leaving to use the restrooms, not me. A little bigger than a mango. Oh, I just had a mango. What type of mango, though? Your baby is also covered in something called vernix words I can't say. So, a substance similar to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards slime.
It's that like white stuff that's all
Except
over
it's
the
white.
baby.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's gross.
It's a greasy substance that covers your baby's sensitive skin, protecting it from that long soak in the amniotic bath. Don't worry, unless premature, most babies lose this coating at birth. No need to break out the pressure washer. Good to know. As the chance of leg cramps or hip pain increases. Oh, you've had hip pain.
I have.
Any leg cramps?
Nope.
Don't be afraid if your partner lets out a shriek in the middle of the night. She's overcome by the infamous Charlie horse.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely.
That was kind of happening to me before, but
You're getting all the symptoms.
yeah, it's weird. If you happen to wake up and can talk through your sleep apnea mask, I don't have a sleep apnea mask. Advise her to point her toes upward and stretch, and the stress should begin to relieve. Interesting. Okay, baby statistics. Baby's the size of a mango, like we said. Sensory development is occurring in the brain. I wonder what that means. Like it's
Learning.
becoming like aware. Ew, I don't like the way they said this. Baby's skin is developing a white cheese-like coating.
That's
Don't refer to it as cheese, things we eat.
Yeah.
Baby's arms and legs have evened out and are now proportionate to the baby's body.
Oh.
Nice. Now your arms will start to get longer because we have longer arms and we are tall.
I have a short, I don't know what bone this is, the one from the knee to the ankle. That one is shorter than on me, than my knee to my hip.
That's interesting.
That's why squats are weird for me.
I feel like mine probably is too. I don't know. Maybe that's why our legs are so skinny down there. Mommy stats. Mom's expanding belly could be the cause of round ligament pain, sharp pain in the hip or the abdomen. Abdominal region? Abdominal snowman. As the baby grows through its growth spurts, mom's appetite may increase in the second trimester. Have you been feeling yourself getting any hungrier?
I was very hungry today.
That's because we didn't eat that much. And we went to bed fairly early.
Yeah, we slept for 12 hours last night. I'm very groggy today, but it was lovely because we did not get good sleep there in Denver.
Yeah. So not a whole lot going on in 19. We're just waiting to feel some kicks, some movement from our little mango baby.
Mango.
But so far, so good. Everybody was very concerned with how you were doing, and everybody said she was glowing, constantly glowing. We did get our first little gift from our good friend Allie. Shout out to you, Allie.
Yep.
A mommy herself.
She brought us some gifts to conference, which I thought was like unbelievably sweet.
Yes, she didn't even live in Denver, so she had to travel with him.
No.
So
put them in a little bag and everything. It was really cute.
So sweet of her. As far as highs and lows of the week, do you want to hit that real quick? I'm Derek. Derek. My name is Derek. You guys are welcome for that. Obvious high was conference, seeing friends,
getting all hyped up again,
very excited about all the things to come. Our company is partnering with
another company
as wouldn't make any sense to you guys, so I'm not really going to bring it up.
It's an insurance company. I still haven't understood everything, but
it's very big for what we're doing because there will be a large influx of money coming our way to then just amplify everything else we've been doing in the technology space. If you're getting insurance from other places, stop. Get it from us.
Yeah.
We're
about to be the powerhouse, and for a good reason.
Yeah. So low, I would say, wish we had more people at conference, us personally, as an agency.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Some people bailed out.
Yeah.
So.
It ain't for everybody, dog. It ain't for everybody.
Pretty.
Just go back to, doing your normal 9 to 5 and trying to create freedom another way. But what can you do? What can you say? We love what we do.
Yep. Sure do.
So we're going to keep doing it.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get into Ask the Listeners. And then, you know what? Actually, let's just call Michael.
Okay.
And then we'll get into Ask the Listeners with him.
Okay.
So we are going to call our friend. So stay tuned. See what happens here. I guarantee you he doesn't answer like a normal person.
Does he know the number?
Yep, I told him the number.
All right, here we go.
Here we go, folks.
There we go.
Look at that,
I
it's
was
ringing.
like-
Holy shit. Little pause there.
Yeah, I was like, am I missing something?
Let's hope he answers. Dun, dun, dun. I guess
Your call has been forwarded to an
Sweet. Sweet, Michael. Well, we'll see if he calls back. Until then, let's get into Ask the Listeners. This guy, of course he would.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Well,
man.
he's probably running around with Hobby.
Yeah, he has a kid. Who cares? He's supposed to be on the parenting podcast. Oh, sorry, I was parenting. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into Ask the Listeners. What drop have I been using for Ask the Listeners?
I think he only used one time.
One time.
Yeah.
Let's
One
go.
time. And I cannot tell you what it is.
God is doing a new thing, you know he's doing it.
Who's doing it?
God is doing a new thing, you know he's doing it. Who's doing it? God is doing a new thing.
Oh my goodness.
So many awesome old videos that we had.
I'm just picturing this kid dancing and twirling around.
Not bad for a little white kid. Weird show he was on. Don't know where that whole thing came from. But Ask the Listeners, our Ask the Listeners question of the week was, what age was your child the first time when they got on an airplane? Because obviously that's going to be a big deal for us. Our baby will be born in January, and I'm assuming that it will be on a plane either by itself or us with the baby very soon thereafter, because unfortunately Amanda's family cannot come to Mexico. It's like a passport issue or something.
Yeah, that's it. We'll call it that.
Yeah, so they can't come to Mexico, so for them to meet the baby, we will have to go there
To Arizona.
to Arizona, which is essentially the Mexico of the States. But anyways, what age? Do you know what age you were when you were first on a plane?
I think I was,
Your family doesn't seem like a flying type.
no, my dad was telling me one of the first couple times, it was when we were flying to Aunt Bess in San Diego, and my ears were hurting, and the stewardess played
yes.
a little trick on me to subconsciously make me feel better, like, oh, here's medicine, drink this. And it was like water or some shit. And she goes, do your ear feel better? And I was like, yeah. And my dad's like, what did you do? Anyway, so I think I was very young, but probably not until I was at least a couple years old, 2, 3, 4, something like that.
That makes sense. I'm sure I was pretty young
Yeah.
when flying, but a couple of responses here. My niece has been flying since before age 1. She's a professional traveler now.
Nice.
That's good. I feel like you want to get them when they're young so they start to get an idea of just what that process is like. Plus, under 2, you don't have to pay for them.
Right.
We did hear that from Allie, our friend that gave us the gift. She was saying that they start checking birth certificates because they don't want to be giving kids free seats, I guess.
Yeah. So I think they said around, once they start looking
Like a year and a
16
half?
months, yeah, then, or 18 months, whatever it is, then they start asking for the birth certificate.
Savages. There's no fucking free rides on this.
Gosh.
My sister said Sophia was at 9 months and Alexi was at 7 months.
Nice.
That's pretty early. Less than a year. This one says we'll be taking Jack on a flight around 4 months. Only a 2-hour flight, so a good starter.
Yeah.
That is a good starter flight. You definitely want to test out the waters, get up there, get down quickly.
Yeah.
We'll be like, yeah, we're going to take our baby to Australia, 27-hour flight, first flight.
Well, that's what the girl that had the baby here did.
Oh, yeah.
She
the
went-
one in the UK?
Yeah. They literally flew to Spain, and now she's in the UK. And the baby is 2 months old.
I mean, that's not as far as it would be if we were coming from the West Coast.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you've already cut like 5 hours off of that flight.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at like
It's 7
or
hours
8.
to Portugal.
Yeah, like 7-8 hours.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's still a long
still
time.
long flight. Still a long flight for sure. Let's see, 4 months old, 6 months old. I have my 7-year-old and my 7-month-old, and they haven't been on a plane yet.
Oh.
It's no good. You want to get those kids on a plane.
Jeez.
4 years old? 6 months, 5 months, 6 months, 28 weeks with gestation. Technically, was her first flight.
Oh,
How-
that's pregnant.
Yeah. How late are you able to fly again?
International, they tend to stop you around 28.
Okay.
Domestic, it's all up to the airline. Sometimes they ask for a
They're like,
doctor's
ma'am,
note.
you are too pregnant. We will not let you on
Yeah.
this flight.
Yeah, typically though you can fly like 30 domestic flights, 32.
Hold her to that, folks. 32 weeks.
I don't know.
You heard it here first.
Well, that would
Ooh.
only be 4, 39. I think it's like 8 months per. I don't know.
Allie said 4 weeks for both of her kids.
Oh, nice.
That's like a brand new baby. Brittany said 4 months on his first flight, and he's taken 3 total before turning 1.
Nice.
Solid. So, yeah, seems like a lot of people, young babies. Only one person said they had not had their baby on a flight yet.
Because if we take our baby to the wedding, that will be about 3 months old.
Do you think we're going to wait for the wedding before
Going to Arizona.
going to Arizona? I mean, my mom will be down here. So, I don't know. We'll have to
Yeah, that's definitely
figure that out.
something to think about. I feel like it would be drama if we went to the wedding before going to Arizona.
Yeah, we're just stacking things up that your parents would never let you live down.
Oh gosh, but we also have to wait for the passport to be issued and all that stuff. I mean, I can't imagine it would take 2 months, but it's Mexico, so who knows?
Yeah.
Like we
Oh,
can,
that's true. We do have to wait for the passport so we could fly within Mexico.
yeah, with the birth certificate.
The birth certificate. Good point. They're
Yeah.
like, looks like a Mexican baby to me. Come on. Come on by. Interesting. Well, we want to try and give Michael a call again.
Okay, I
See-
did try texting him, so
See what happens here.
all
Hold
right.
tight, folks.
All right, here we go.
God is doing a new thing. You know he's
doing it.
Who's doing it? God is
Is
See if it rings through.
it's loading,
Okay, great signal in here.
or it says calling.
I'm not hearing any noise. It should still be connected.
I don't think it's actually started ringing yet. It's still connecting to Wi-Fi.
Ooh, hopefully it's on the Wi-Fi in here. I mean, we did connect it to the soundboard, and it did ring before, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Let me
Sorry, folks. I don't.
let me hang up and try doing it again.
Let's check out some.
It's summertime, and isn't it great?
It's summertime and it's hot as shit.
Here we go.
All right, it's ringing. We're trying again.
What's
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
sheesh, Michael?
Tight move, man. I guess you'll never come on the podcast. Well, we kind of underprepared because we thought you were going to be on the podcast. So, what would you like to talk about? We should probably get ready to discuss baby names again. And we're getting close to the point. And you were like, hey, do we feel it out? Do we wait?
I think we should have like 2, because I don't
Top
know.
2?
Yeah, like a top 2, and then maybe like I don't know, because I don't know how active he's going to be. Like, if the name is going to be more of like a name, like if he's fucking crazy in there, or like a chill name, because you don't want someone that's super shy with like.
Yeah, very true.
Like a hard ass name. I mean, I don't know. We just got to feel the personality as he starts.
We should have got a bunch of the craziest lists of names from the NFL players. Like, those parents set their kids up where they're like, you're definitely making it to the league because I'm giving you the dumbest fucking name.
The most ridiculous name.
Like, you have to be somebody important, because if you're not, you might not even get a job at Walmart with this name.
You're like, how do you pronounce it again? Yeah. Everyone kept asking about our names at conference. And it's like, I don't know, because I always see those things like on the post of like, oh yeah, I told my parents the name and then they like talked me out of it or something like that. So it's kind of a thing, like I don't really want to go around telling people the names we're thinking of.
I mean, we have given my parents like a list of the names that we like.
I did tell Nicole, and she's like, I really like this one. She's like, that was the one that starts with A. That was the one that Esteban wanted for their son, and she was like, no.
Really?
Yeah. But she was like, I like the name, but it like wasn't him.
Not for my baby.
Yeah. She's like, but with your last name, it sounds really good.
My mom was like, guys should do something that starts with an S, so it can, So my sister has, it's me, my sister, Sean, and Samantha.
She's married to an A.
You're married to an A. I'm married to an A. And then they have Alexi and Sophia, so boy and girl with S and A.
One of my brothers and I is S and A.
So she was like, you guys should try and keep that theme up. We didn't like any boy names with S. There's not like a ton of good names that start with S that aren't like just older, more general names. I definitely will not be naming my kid Sean.
But there's so many spellings.
Yeah. And you could just put a little something in front of it like Deshaun, Rashawn, LaShawn.
No. I like Shane. That's my brother's name. But that wouldn't fit our baby.
Yeah, we don't. And that's the other thing. King. It's very hard to match a name up with King because you have a very strong last name. Mm-hmm. Not saying like, there are other strong last names, but they flow better with things because King is short. There's no like flow to it. It's just bam, bam.
Like the people I know from high school that have that name, like Samira King, Brandon King, David King.
Yeah. I knew a couple people with the last name King as well, but they were, again, pretty straightforward names. So it's hard to have like a powerful first name and a powerful last name.
And then be a weak ass bitch. No.
Yeah, I definitely don't want that to happen. But I don't know. It's a toss up. We have some in the works, and who knows? We'll name the child something, and then if we have another kid and it happens to be a boy, we'll have,
Yeah, I haven't thought about two boy names, like how those would go together. I've only thought about boy and girl names, like.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Because we just assume we're having the girl next, like we knew we were having the girl first on this one.
Gosh.
So, yeah, names. How did you come up with your child's name? I know most people are like, parents and stuff are like, man, I can love this band, or I love this show on TV that I watched a lot growing up. Because what else will you grab names from growing up?
I don't know. A lot. I feel like a lot of girls on the Facebook group, they're like, I've had this name picked out since I was a little girl. Like, I just knew that I wanted this name incorporated somewhere. And I'm not going to lie, that was not me at all. I didn't think about having kids.
You didn't want to have kids.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I wanted to have kids, but then I was like afraid to have kids. And then I was afraid of who I was going to have kids with. And, you just come through and make everything all right. So now I got to think about things I haven't thought of before.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I really liked the girl named Tasia for whatever reason, but I was also into super ghetto things at that point. So
She was also into fully black guys.
yeah.
So Tasia could still get by as a girl who was quarter black and tan. But yeah, that's another thing. How many white people do you know with just black names? I knew one kid growing up, and he could not have been whiter. And he had, I can't recall what his name was.
It was like Terrell.
Yeah, it was just something black. And this kid was like white, almost red, kind of that strawberry red hair, freckles. And you're just like, dude.
What was his name? I remember you telling me.
Why did your parents do that to you? It's like Tyrone, something
Yeah,
crazy like that. And you're like, bro, first of all, that doesn't fit you at all. If I had to pick a Tyrone out of a lineup, I would have,
I mean, what was his personality? Like real calm and like shy, or was he like bold like a Tyrone?
Like computer kid
Okay,
and
gotcha.
just literally think of everything Tyrone would never stand for, and that's what this kid was about. And boy, oh boy. So maybe his parents at that time were just like, this is the name we are going with. It does not matter. Granted, our baby's going to be white.
Yeah, it's gonna.
So that was weird to start out with, but maybe they were big fans of
Maybe
wherever.
they liked Erica Badu. Yeah, she has a song called Tyrone. If that was even his name, I don't even know.
So
If they even knew who Erica Badu was.
maybe his parents were super black and he just came out like, not like came out white, but would just like turn into a real square kid. His parents are like loving hip hop and all sorts of shit. And he's just like, my parents are super weird, you guys. Yeah.
That's funny.
Names are difficult though, because you don't want to name your kid something that they will then want to change later in life because you named them a shitty name.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of those names, like the one girl that you were helping, came from like a man, like what was her name? Bernadine. That changed her name
Bernstein.
the one that changed her name to Libra.
Oh,
It's Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yes.
Yeah. But how old was she again? Because it's like, that's kind of a somewhat.
I think she was in her 30s,
Oh,
maybe young 40s.
yeah.
I don't think she was that
Yeah, that
old.
name's not that. That name's definitely older than that.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be naming your
Henrietta.
kid. And then middle names are also important
I haven't thought about middle names really at all.
because that's where you're going to get a lot of flow from. And that's potentially what your kid might go by
Yeah.
if people struggle with whatever other name, or maybe they just like it more.
My mom goes by her middle name. She never goes by her first name.
What's your mom's first name?
Sharon.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thought your mom's name was Lisa.
Yeah, because she goes by Lisa.
Sharon! Sharon! That's Ozzy Osbourne's wife's name. If you guys were not aware.
Oh, gosh.
Sharon!
And if you live in the Pacific Northwest, and there's the Sherry's restaurant, you can also
Sherry's!
hear Shiny yelling that.
Pie place. It's like a
Denny's.
Village
but-
Inn.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Village Inn. Good
Don't
call.
shit on Denny's like that. It's
Yeah.
like a Village Inn.
Village Inn. That's funny.
Yeah, so middle names, again, you're going to get a little bit more of that flow, but still with King as the last name, it can be difficult. I had a friend growing up whose last name was Royalty.
Oh, wow.
They were black.
Okay.
So they must
I
have
would
made that
imagine.
up in the past.
That is a first name.
Yes. Royalty.
Chris Brown's daughter's name is Royalty.
This guy's first name was Chris.
Wow.
His brother's name was Sean.
Wow.
Yep.
Royalty.
So we've got a bit of a decision to make on our hands. I think the names we have are good.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys remember talking about my mom saying the KKK thing. We do like a name with K as the first letter. And then I'll just fuck with her and tell her we named the middle name first letter too, or K as well. Just to mess with her. She'll listen to this and then she'll forget. So it'll be like she never heard it the first time. Gotta love her.
Oh, gosh.
Gotta love her.
That's so funny.
We've got a bunch of, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but my family's coming down, at least my sister and the kids and my mom are coming down in November, and they're going to have a bunch of little boy stuff for us.
Oh, yes.
just like a shitload of clothes.
Yeah,
and
newborn
stuff.
to like 18 months clothes.
So,
We didn't tell the crib story from yesterday.
oh, was that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So, my friend's mom that was in town a couple weeks ago, that was here for the gender reveal, all that. She said that she would drive to Vegas and get our crib for us. So,
Because you remember the story about trying to bring the crib back from Vegas when we went out there for my grandmother's
celebration of
celebration of life. And who were we flying? United. And they were like, no. You cannot bring this on here.
So they had to come pick it back up, drive back to the airport, and then leave it at Sean's aunt's house in Vegas, which is where it was in the first place. So my friend's mom was like, yeah, I'll just drive up to Vegas from Phoenix. Like, it'll be my gift to you. Don't worry. Like, I tried to offer gas money. She's like, no, don't worry about it. So I text Sean's aunt. I'm in conference, and I'm like, hey, are you going to be in town this weekend? My friend's mom wants to come pick up the crib from Phoenix. And she's like, yeah, we'll be here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to give her your number and then she'll reach out to you. But thanks so much. And
We were like, cool, this is great, perfect.
Yeah, I thought that I was like, man, this is going to work out great. So my friend's mom didn't reach out prior, but called her a couple times throughout the day yesterday when they were driving from Phoenix to
Probably not the best
Las
idea
Vegas.
not to reach out prior. I mean, just probably making that connection would have been, if you have two people that haven't met
Yeah.
and haven't talked, you probably want to connect first. But
yeah, because it's
you know.
like a 5-hour drive
Yeah.
from Phoenix to Vegas. But yeah, so she's like, "Hey, I'm here. There's cars in the driveway, like, but no one's answering. There's a note on the door directed to someone else saying, "Hey, we're up in the mountains. Make yourself at home." I don't know who the other person is. So, but I'm like,
wait,
that's
did the
super-
note say they're up in the mountains?
Or it said, yes, or Angie I think it did say they were up in the mountains, but she's like, my name's not Angie. I don't know who this note is directed to. Like, but they also said, we'll be back by 3. And she got to their house at like 4. And so she was super confused. So we're like, well, try and look in the back, see if they're in the pool. Cause it's summertime and it's hot. And she's like,
It's summertime.
and so we're like calling Sean's mom, like, do I give her the garage code? Like, I feel kind of weird about that, but like, also, what the fuck? Like,
My mom goes, I don't think Uncle Tommy has a gun, so give her the code and just tell her to get in and out real quick.
yeah, gosh. So she opened the garage door, slid the crib out, closed the garage door, and then her and her girlfriend tried to hoist up this 114-pound box. They're both his mom's very small. She's like 5'2", but she kind of works out. So, but she has it, and it turns out that Sean's aunt and uncle were in the mountains, so they weren't even home. She's like, I don't know why they said they
Hardcore
were
fun?
home.
Just having some
Hardcore fun?
hardcore fun up in the mountains. So, yeah, very well planned out. Thank God we have the garage code and everything because
I saved it in a note from last month.
that would have been
I would have felt so awful.
no bueno.
Yeah, but she has it. Everything that we took out of the box, Sean's dad put back in the box, so that way it was easier to transport. So
when we go out here in less than a month to Arizona,
we'll have to take things out of the box.
take
again.
some things out of the box, and then we're flying. Who allowed it to bring
Frontier.
it back? Frontier.
Allows the largest dimensions. They go up to 118 linear inches, while the other airlines stop at 80, and our box is 87 linear inches. And they all go up to 100 pounds, so we still have to take shit out of the box. But we can bring more than one box. They have an option of like prices 3+ carry-ons, so we're probably each going to have 2 or 3. Depending
Yeah,
on how
I
much
mean,
shit people buy at the
I'm
baby
assuming
shower.
some people will buy some stuff at the baby shower, so
Yeah.
it'll be that. And then didn't your mom, or was it, whose idea was it to do the bring a book thing?
No, Marcelina.
Marcelina.
Mm-hmm.
So at our baby shower, instead of like, what is it?
Cards.
Instead of bringing a card,
Yeah, just
they
bring a
want you
baby
to
book.
Bring your child's favorite baby book.
Write
So-
a little, like, sign your name in there, stuff like that. So that's I was here.
Yep. I made my impact on this baby.
Yes.
And we'll think about you every time we read the book. We'll say, oh, look,
Remember?
Auntie so-and-so got you this book.
Yep.
So
That was
looking
fun.
forward to that.
Yep.
But thank God we'll get that crib back.
Yeah, jeez.
There's going to be a few other things. Do we decide that we're going to buy the stroller here?
Yeah, we're doing diapers and stroller and pack and play on Amazon Mexico because the boxes are bigger. And so we're just going to have those shipped here, even though they cost a little more.
We really need to start to try and figure out, like,
Where we're going to live.
housing situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
that's
coming by
important.
fast.
Yeah, these months are, I mean, especially with how much stuff we're doing over the next couple months.
September and October are going to be gone.
September, Japan, October,
2 trips.
Florida and Georgia.
And I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot when I'm 7-8 months pregnant. So we're going to need to rally up some friends.
Yeah, definitely got to get that
Yeah.
figured out. What else? What else?
Oh, jeez.
Toys. So,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. We all know kids will play with fucking anything.
Yeah.
They'll play with a goddamn box. You give them something nice, and then they play with the box anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's very few toy-style things on our registry.
Yeah. I want developmental, like motor skill type toys. So, like the different textures, like things with different textures and bright colors that helps them focus and like those kind of learning things. But as far as like, you're bored, do this so I can put the dishes away. Like, we don't have many of, we have like one, the little Fisher, or that one Dr. Baby Einstein, jeez, Baby
Yeah, the Baby
Einstein
Einstein
thing
thing.
that everyone swore by. It was like $8 though. So that as a distraction, but everything else has a purpose and we don't need to be moving around with a bunch of clutter. Yep. So
Kid will not have an iPad. I mean, I have an iPad. We don't use it. Besides, when I go on flights, I watch stuff.
yeah.
So
Yeah, no baby screen time. We say that now.
I say that now, but also I may have an iPad or one of those, because it doesn't have to be an iPad. They have plenty of kids things that
type
are like
of tablet, yeah.
kids specific tablets that have stuff built into them, whatever.
But not for babies though. That's for toddlers.
Yeah.
They actually say
Kids can't see shit. I posted that video on the Instagram page where they're like, this is what your baby sees when it's born. This is what it sees at 3 months and 6 months. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys were as blind as I was before. That's
seriously.
that was really weird to me. I did not realize babies were that blind when they came out.
Mm-hmm.
You're like in the baby's face, like smiling and shit. They're like, baby's like, I can't see shit, dude.
That's
You look like an
why-
outline.
That's why babies love peekaboo so much, because they smile when they see you, and then when you go away, you go
You're like,
away.
oh my God, that person literally disappeared right in front of me. I did not know that. That was very strange.
Yeah, but they also say like screen time. Maybe next week I'll look into this, because they say like under 3 years old, screen time is actually like detrimental, and like negatively impacts learning and like social skills, and like I'll look more into it. But I just saw something that makes me want to look more into it. But yeah, as far as like just having your baby play on your phone and stuff, I mean, I say I would really like to not fall into that. So that's something I'm going to try really hard.
I try not to be like, I'm not on my phone really doing other things. If I'm on my phone, I'm working on something. I'm not doing a ton of social media stuff. My social media posting, especially on my like Ink Traveler page, has gone way down. It goes up when we go places.
Yeah.
So
but
like it'll go
you
up when we travel to Japan and do this other stuff. But besides that, I'm not like posting on there constantly. I do for the podcast page. I try and keep that stuff going. And then for the work page, the insurance page, obviously try and keep that educational and keep that going. But the goal is like, hey, if we're not on our phones or tablets or all that stuff all the time, then the kid won't want to be either.
Yeah, because we really don't watch that much TV.
Nope. We are often just working.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's very little TV that's had. We don't watch TV in the morning. The only time we really watch TV is
When we eat dinner.
yeah, at like 7 o'clock when we finish up with work, go eat dinner.
Yeah, or maybe be on for like an hour a day.
Yep. So
We got home at like 3 yesterday. We didn't turn the TV on till 7 or something.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
And it was Saturday.
Yeah, no, it was Saturday.
I just don't watch it.
But football season is, coming back,
Yeah,
and once the regular season starts, I'm sure we'll watch more of that.
It'll definitely be on
College,
during football
yeah.
season. I mean, the TV will just be on, so we can pop out, check scores, different stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's besides that. There's no real times the TV is on a lot.
Yeah.
We do love our HGTV. Mm-hmm. So when we watch stuff, we watch that. We haven't even watched that much of The Office lately.
No, we haven't. That's true.
Disappointing. Our kid will watch The Office.
Yep. But who sent me that video of that little baby screaming, Michael Scott?
Oh yeah,
I want
I
Michael
love
Scott.
Michael Scott. I love Michael Scott. You're like, okay. I don't know who sent that, but that was really funny.
It was funny.
And she was just crying and kept saying that, and then
They finally turned it on in her room, and she immediately shut up.
yeah, she was like, "Oh, Michael Scott."
I love Michael Scott.
We do too. Understandable.
That's funny.
I want to know if you guys had any issues with your parents when you came up with your baby names. I'm assuming most people we know have fairly normal children names, but oftentimes parents are like, oh, I thought, I had this in mind, and you want to name your baby, whatever, Joseph. And they're like, man, I really thought he was going to be a Kent. And you're like, that's not the name I wanted for my child, Mom. So, did anybody have any issues with their parents when they decided, hey, this is the name of our baby, this is what we're going with?
Yeah.
Again, I don't even know if I know anybody with super crazy names. And if you do, I'm not going to name you, but you're like, oh yeah, what's her name has a fucking wild name. I don't want to just put that person on blast, but I really don't know anybody with like any outlandish names.
The only names I can think of is Diamond and Sincere.
Yeah, those are kind of weird. Definitely unusual. We were talking about this, naming your child.
Divinity. I know a
Naming it.
Trinity.
Yeah, anything that's could also be misconstrued as somebody
Styles.
that's coming out on a stage to strip. That's always a little weird. Not saying that Diamond is a weird name.
It was a
but
dude.
that's interesting. We were talking about the concept of naming your child after a city. Not particularly oh, I want to name my kid after this city, but a lot of cities have cool names.
Yeah. Boston, Dallas, Denver.
Phoenix, Memphis, there's just...
I don't even mind Tempe. I think we knew a girl at insurance named hers was spelled different though, but Tempe.
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 Not naming the kid Tempe. It's too close to TP.
True.
TP King. Kid is the king of toilet paper.
Oh gosh.
But it's
Yeah,
just,
I would obviously want to go with that.
but there's just obviously Chandler's a very popular
Yeah. Chandler
name.
Bing.
Chandler's a very popular name. But what are your guys' thoughts on that? I do like the name Boston. I do like the name, for whatever reason I like the name Memphis.
Yeah, I like Memphis.
And Memphis King also sounds like it would be somebody who's really good at music, which
Yeah.
doesn't seem like somebody that we would produce.
Cause no.
A couple lyrical geniuses over here, and very skilled on the anyways, names, such a difficult one.
Yeah, to think of
Do you know anybody
Berlin or
Oh yeah, then you take it outside of the country
Yeah.
to other countries' name.
So it makes me think of the show Money Heist when all their nicknames were international cities. So they had a Berlin, they had a Helsinki.
I know a lot of people named Paris. I don't know a lot of people named Paris. I know girls named Paris.
I don't know any girls named
No?
Paris.
I also
That's
knew
interesting.
2 dudes named Paris. Both
Oh,
black dudes.
Paris. I thought you said Harris with an H.
Nope.
I'm like,
Paris.
Harrisburg? Like,
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? I don't know.
like London.
London, yep. Also know people
Yep.
named London. So again, I mean, the topic of names, it's a difficult, tricky one.
It's up there.
We'll have to discuss more of that after this because I think I might
It's
have some
getting-
new things popping in.
Getting close. Yeah, we need to look at a map and,
Yeah, yeah. Japan.
and see what new cities we can.
Name my kid Tokyo.
Yeah. Kyoto King.
See, but then you bring in the other K and we're getting risky. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's time. I had lined these questions up for Michael, but I think it's going to be for you because
Okay.
Michael was a no-show and he'll never be on the podcast because I hate you.
We're salty
Even though
now.
You were my best friend. You were in my wedding.
You
the
were
best
at our
man.
gender reveal.
You were at our gender reveal. You were the first one we told about being pregnant the first time around. I hate you. It's time for I Love the 90s.
What's up? You have selected
I love the 90s. I love the 90s. I love the 90s.
All right, it's time for you to go
Let's go full throttle.
full throttle on these answers.
Throttle. Julia.
Julia. All righty.
Okay.
I think I lined some of these up. You're going to have some wins on here. I lined some of these up because I thought they would be good for Michael. You're also not going to have some wins.
Okay.
First question.
Here we go. It's not Japanese, so I'm probably not going to do so great.
Nope, it's not Japanese.
Okay.
What was the classic? You're definitely not getting this one right. I would bet my life on this. What was the classic 1998 movie, Mighty Joe Young, starring Charlize Theron, about? What was it about?
Was it about a murderer?
But that's wrong.
That's not hard.
Incorrect.
Baby.
Ooh, I don't know where you're going with that.
Moneyball.
Probably couldn't have been any further away. Mighty Joe Young was about a big ass 15-foot gorilla.
Oh, Mighty Joe. I thought that was a actor's name. I didn't know that was the title of the movie.
Classic movie, Mighty Joe Young.
Okay, nope.
Alrighty, folks.
That's why.
Here we go. There's a decent chance you're going to get this one. Pretty decent.
Don't say that.
From what I know about you. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ice Cube starred in this 1991 classic together. Do you want their characters' names? Darren and Trey. What is the movie?
Cute.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he was Trey. No.
and Ice Cube. We're in this classic 1991 movie. Classic.
Friday?
Was Cuba Gooding Jr. in Friday?
I don't know. I
That's
don't
wrong.
think so. Radio, was it the radio dude?
Incorrect.
No, that's a different Cuba Gooding Jr.
No, it's the same Cuba Gooding Jr. There's only one Cuba
No, I
Gooding
know.
Jr.
I'm thinking of.
And he was in radio, yes, but
Yeah,
that is
okay.
not this movie.
Okay.
It was Boys in the Hood.
Ah, damn, that's right.
Jesus
Fuck.
criminy.
Fuck.
All right.
Well, I definitely forgot about the boys.
There's a 1,000% chance you're getting this one right,
Don't
though.
say that.
1,000%.
Don't say that.
No. You're definitely going to get it right because this was a question for Michael. We had kind of discussed this earlier, but I want to read it anyways. Don't say the answer until the very end. Name the Halloween movie starring three witches, one who was super hot in the movie, but I just recently realized the woman who everybody thinks looks like a horse.
Oh my God. I can't think of the title of it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh God.
You're kidding me right now.
I'm so fucking tired today. Hocus Pocus.
Wow, that was really close. And yeah, that lady was super hot in that movie, and I didn't realize it's the lady that everybody thinks looks like a horse.
That's so
She was a horse in South Park.
in South Park. Yep. Sarah
Jessica Parker?
Sarah, yep.
All right. She's also in Sex and the City, isn't she?
I think so.
All right. I'm pretty confident you'll get this one, but I'm not that confident. Last question to wrap up the podcast, folks. Here we go. What is the name of the very sexy actor who played Batman in Batman and Robin, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze? You know him. You love him. One of your favorites.
That wasn't Clooney, was it?
Yes, it was.
Thank God.
Did you even know George Clooney played Batman?
I think we had just
Batmans.
talked about it while watching Flash.
Yes, we definitely might have because
he was Batman at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and they showed. That's right, he was Batman at the end of the movie. Wow, I can't believe your memory was able to pull that out of wherever it did.
I like that movie.
Also, in the movie Flash, the new
the new one that came out,
the new DC one that came out, which is, I'd say is pretty good. In a different universe, in a different multiverse, Nicolas Cage plays Superman. Real fucking weird. It was like a 8-second clip.
Yep, and he didn't say anything. He just stood there with his hands on his hips, looking all tall and proud.
So, good for you, Nicholas.
They had so many people in that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I'd check it out.
Yep.
Well, you went 2 for 2. I'd say that was pretty good. You finished strong. You started pretty bad.
It's better than
I
average.
expected you to get the Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
question. But, you know.
Well, it's normal size.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
2 out of 4, normal size.
Yep.
Well,
I'll take it.
that was it, folks. We're going to leave you with a longer episode this week, but next week we'll have a guest.
Yeah.
Also, next week, Chris gets into town.
Oh, shit. That's right.
He's like, you think we could do the podcast live together? I'm like, yeah, the way that our bank account is set up, I ain't going to fit in this room. Be too much work. So we'll have him call in,
Nice.
hopefully from a good number.
Somewhere with service.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, episode 39. Hope you guys have a great week. And
Do something productive.
we'll see you next time. Peace.